What is up, guys, and welcome to today's recipe video. We are doing meat and veggie chili, one of my family's all-time favorite recipes that I've been doing for a long time. You can do this exact recipe in the slow cooker. Just put all the ingredients in the slow cooker, let it rip slow and low all day long, and come home to a meal ready to go. So that's another alternative. If you don't want to use stew meat, you can swap it out for turkey kielbasa. We'll do that once in a while if we want just a real quick 20-minute meal. You can throw everything in on the stove top, brown up the meat, throw everything in there with the turkey kielbasa and everything. Just, 15-20 minutes, everything's heated up and cooked through. It's ready to go. So that's another alternative. But the stew meat, like I'll be showing you in this recipe video, you do have to cook that for a couple hours just to get the meat nice and tender. The Instapot is another great option for this recipe. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's get to the grocery store, get our ingredients, and get this recipe video going.
Ryan Little.
Back from our grocery haul, we are going to make our meat and veggie chili. First, we got a packet of chili seasoning. We've got stir fry mix, which is peppers and onions. I'm only going to use about 2 cups of that. We got our diced tomatoes, a can or a jar of fresh salsa. Ground turkey, they did not have lean enough ground beef, so we're going to use that, but we are putting in some stew meat. You want to slow cook this for a while so this gets nice and tender. And then we have a whole jalapeno chopped up there and another half of an onion, which I normally use a whole onion, but because I'm using this, we won't need that whole onion. And for the carb lovers, I am going to cook this stuff separate. So if you're not doing low carb, if you can have the carbs, you can add this to your chili, no problem. So everybody in the family will be happy. Right, boys?
Yeah. Yeah. I love salsa.
You love salsa?
Yeah.
All right, let's get cooking. Step 1, we're going to spray our pan with a little bit of non-stick cooking spray. Now on medium-high heat, we want to brown up our stew meat. Get that in there. Let it brown up and then set it aside. Add a little bit of pink salt and some pepper to start building that seasoning. I'll also put a little bit of chili powder on there too before I add the packet later. A little bit of cumin as well. And some chili powder. Beef is browned on each side. Just a couple minutes on each side. You just want to brown it up. Still pretty raw in the inside. You don't want to overcook it. You're going to add this back in after. Now we have the ground turkey browning up in there with the same seasonings, just a pinch of cumin, chili powder, sea salt, and black pepper. Let that go until cooked fully through. Now that the ground turkey is cooked pretty much all the way through, we're gonna add in our raw vegetables. That was our jalapeno, some onion, and then about a cup of our bag of onions and peppers already mixed. Keep it simple. Next up, we are going to add the remaining ingredients, the chili packet, the diced tomatoes, fire roasted garlic flavor, and our salsa, medium fresh salsa. Get the fresh or pico de gallo, works so good.
Ryan Little.
Now that everything is in the pot, we are going to add in our beef, our stew meat, back to the pot so everything can get incorporated. Mix that around, put a lid on it on slow and low for a few hours. We're gonna say 2 to 3 hours. After 2.5 hours, we have our meat and veggie chili done. For those that can have the carbs, I just microwave this up on the side. A couple of beans and corn, Mexican corn like I showed you before. let's give it a taste test. All right, guys, here we have it. One giant serving of my keto chili. Again, I skipped all the beans and the corn. That is for the rest of the family. I did put, I don't know if you can see that, one big dollop, it's actually 2 ounces of Greek yogurt on there to add another 6 grams of protein to it. I did not track this in the kids are crazy in the other room, sorry about that. I did not track that in the totals that I'm gonna give you, but basically this whole recipe, the meat chili recipe, will give you 8 servings. So if you divide that out 8 separate ways, that'll give you 241 calories, 8 net carbs, so it's like 10, 11 carb total, but 8 net if you minus the fiber. And then you're looking at only 9 grams of fat and 27 grams of protein. So I'm gonna have this double serving because I have lots of calories left. All right, let's give it a try. Get a little bit of Greek yogurt in there. The Greek yogurt really goes good with chili instead of using sour cream. Sour cream will be higher in calories. Greek yogurt's gonna give you much more protein, and it's just a healthier choice overall, lower calorie and everything else. Oh, so good. With the beef, stew meat is a cheaper cut of meat, but if you slow cook it like I did for a couple hours, you can do this in a slow cooker or the Instapot too. It's gonna really tenderize that meat. So I definitely recommend letting it simmer on the stove for a few hours, or again, slow cooker. So good. Hope you guys enjoyed this recipe video. Please smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you have not already, and hit the bell notification so you will get notified every time I upload a new recipe or a new video. Share this with your friends. I appreciate all the help. Remember, consistency with your diet, consistency with exercise, it's all important. Consistency is the king, but always remember to rock and roll.